Yeah, everyone, this is Thermites, and against all odds, Sir Champion managed to put out a second chapter of Dungeon Nursery before Batoto went down. Now, in my in my inaugural episode of Chapter 1s, which feels so weird because I've recorded so many episodes of Chapter 1s, but that's the first one that's actually come out. I said that I would pick up Dungeon Nursery if another chapter came out before Batoto went down. And I kind of did that as a joke because I was like, well, it was the best thing I'd read the entire time, like during that entire episode. But I'd also just kind of assumed, there's no way they're going to pull it off. But they did. Wow. I honestly respect that so much. So I guess I'm just picking up Dungeon Nursery now. When Batoto goes down, I guess I'll just look for it on Modokami. Or does Sir Champion have a site? I feel like I did this in the previous video. Yeah, they do. Okay, yeah, so I'll sub to their RSS feed if they have one. Also, I should follow this for all the good it'll do in Batoto's final days. But yeah, so I thought that Chapter 1 was a fun premise. As far as isekai go, it hooked me much more than other isekai. I hope that the OP doesn't become absurdly broken over time, but that's not really the feeling I'm getting from it so far. Like, I feel like there are two types of isekai that are really popular right now. They're the ones where the main character is just super broken, and then there are the ones where the main character is very pathetic, but then either becomes super broken over time but pretends not to be super broken, or like they remain very weak but they have to like grow as a person, and it's very like shonen-y sort of move. I feel like Dungeon Nursery might be the seconds. It'll be like shonen-y but also the sort of like, you know, child raising elements. I'm very interested in it. So let's go right into chapter 2. All right. Also, sorry, just for a second. Okay, that works. That works pretty well. I have a preset for a bunch of different things, and this is actually my Weekly Shonen Jump preset now. So I was scared that I was going to be cutting off the screen, but it looks like I have plenty of space. Anyways. Okay. All right, she's so into it. How is this going to go down? Man, salaryman stretches are such a strange thing. They're something I think that every workplace should implement. Like every white-collar workplace should implement something of just like, hey, everyone, we're just going to stretch for a bit. But at the same time, I don't think that would work in like America or anywhere where like individuality is highly prioritized. But I do think that like a good morning stretch is really important. And if I didn't have time to do my own morning stretches before I ran to work, I would be very happy to be able to do them at work without people giving me strange looks. She's so weak. All right, so we are definitely in a situation right now where he is stronger than Gobumi. Is it some kind of lung disease? What am I doing? Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. Huh. Okay. That's that could say a few things. Like if we're going at this with RPG terms, this could mean that that goblins in this world are very dexterous, but not necessarily very strong. You who have mastered all the yoga poses that I know should be a little stronger now. Come on. Maybe? No? Probably not. Nope. Nope. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Like, this is a scene that would be non-comedic. Well, it'd be very slightly comedic normally, but the angle labels really do give it that extra comedic edge. Oh, you know, I wonder now, do you think that he could level up? Like, because he's a summoner, you'd assume that he would have to focus on, like, you know, grinding his summons. But it's possible that he himself could just become real strong himself. I love this mangaka's very sketchy expressions for both of them. So good. Aww, poor Gabumi. Or rather, goblins are just super weak, and Gabumi is even weaker than that. God damn. So bad at this. Aww. Okay. I'll beat up the goblins. Gabumi can land the finishing blow, and then you'll level up. Oh my gosh, yes. What a scummy tactic. It makes sense, though. It is absolutely a viable strat. Like, this is the kind of cheating the system that I'm completely fine with. Kill stealing. Key. Did you do it? No? So nonchalantly. Just get out of here, man. Can't you read the mood? Ah. Will I really be able to go to heaven? Okay, so she physically cannot defeat them. There are two options for that. One is that, like, he's not getting them down to, like, if we're going, I'm probably just going to use game terms this entire time. Like, if he's not, like, putting the goblin down to 1 HP, then maybe he just needs to beat him up harder. Alternatively, I can't think of how else you would be able to do it if it's like they're on death's door, but she still can't finish them off. Unless, yeah, I don't actually know. Okay. So she's gonna learn how to do finishing blows first. Oh, this is great. Also, I'd just like to point out, we don't know what the agenda behind these goblins are. They're just bum-rushing goblins. Like, are they doing anything bad? I don't think so. They've just been chilling there for a while. That's something I've always had a very, I've got like a very strong fondness, I suppose. Is that how you would phrase it? I've been very fond of just, you know, dungeon creatures in general. Like, I love Dungeon Meshi and other series that explore dungeons and, like, give lots of attention to the monsters in dungeons. So, like, I'm running a D&D campaign right now, and from the start I was like, okay, I could make this a real challenge, but I want this to be more of a moral challenge, because I feel like our party could become murder hobos very, very fast. Murder hobos is like the D&D term for just, you know, characters that just wander around and just kill things all the time. So I wanted to bring in this, like, moral question of, like, is this okay? And I mean, like, if they'd been true murder hobo players, it wouldn't have landed and they would have just cleared the dungeon instantly. But luckily, I feel like they're starting to get it. So I'm interested to see how this series is going to take that, because, like, we are relating a lot with Gabumi, who is a goblin, but at the same time, we're beating the crap out of all these random goblins. I'm interested to see, like, are we going to delve any deeper into goblin morality, or, like, the morality of beating the crap out of goblins? Oh, and she wasn't even looking. Nice and slow, okay. Oh, you know what? I think that's what they're doing right now. Because, like, yeah, she couldn't watch because it was so violent. Like, she's not okay with it. I wish the sound effects were translated. And now she's like, which makes sense because she is a goblin. Like, it would be kind of weird for her to watch all these other older goblins just being beaten up for basically no reason, just to show her what beating people up is like. It's like if you're just a human being and, like, I don't know, you have, like, a demi-human caretaker, and they're just like, okay, I'm just gonna beat the crap out of some random humans. Learn how to fight humans. Yeah, this really is not a challenge for him. I also do like the fact that he's not overpowered, but he's also not underpowered. Like, they've hit this nice sweet spot here that a lot of isekai don't really do, where it's like, yeah, he is steamrolling them, but it's not like he has, like, ultimate magical powers, like the ability to revive himself or whatever. It's just he's normally strong, and normal strong is good right now for these goblins. Yeah, and she's not okay with it. How's the hell Goblin supposed to learn from this, huh? Alrighty, should I beat up 4 or 5 more? Yeah, that's definitely where they're going with this. Yeah. That is freaky. Like, that could be a questionable translation, but I think it works. Like, for everything we've seen from his character so far, I'm sad that we didn't keep the classes from, chapter 1 in his own life. But at the same time, I do like the fact that he is, like, this very scummy guy, but he's not, like, a complete sleazebag, but he's pretty sleazy. He feels like the person who would call a person he's beating up a fucktard. Oh, what's this? Okay, so that is the paper, right? Yeah, because it falls down and then... Okay, so what is this? Government levels up even if I defeat them? Okay, I guess that's good. Like, I'm fine with it story-wise, but I'm worried about it, like, in character. Because Government, like, the entire point of leveling up in a series is that, like, experience points are literally experience. The idea is that you are growing just through doing stuff, and through doing stuff, you as a person are just learning things. And, like, that collected experience is what translates to your levels. I feel like they might be doing this intentionally to have this thing where, like, Gobumi is physically going to become stronger if he fights for her, but at the same time, like, she's not getting the actual experience of doing it. So, like, she's going to stay squeamish. She's still going to be, like, not okay with beating up goblins, even if he beats crap out of lots of goblins. That'd be an interesting, like, yeah, that'd be a cool dynamic, actually. Also, you can summon a new monster. So I can't imagine they're going to do multiple goblins. I feel like we're going to have, like, a small, like, harem? Not really, because, like, Gobumi isn't really being sexualized, but I think it's going to be basically that, like, just a bunch of, like, female toddler monsters, all of whom are, like, super underleveled and can't do shit. Let's see. Oh, it looks like he didn't even try. Like, it just automatically summoned for him. Okay. What the fuck is this? Like, there's a wing here. Yeah, like, it's got wing things too. What is this? I'm assuming maybe a harpy? Yeah, because it's got the wings and it's got, like, claws. So fluffy. This one seems awfully weak too. Okay, so that's where we ended. So far, I'm very much enjoying the series. Like, I know I was sounding hesitant when I started chapter 2 because I didn't expect to be able to read chapter 2 on Potato, but I'm definitely into it. For better or for worse, I'm going to follow the series until it ends. Because it is an interesting mechanic. Or, I mean, I'm not going to commit to until it ends because it could get bad, but so far, I like the concept, and I like the way that this mangaka is presenting it. I'm not going to look down there because I'm sure, like, if this person managed to put it out a chapter a week ago and then another chapter 2 days ago, I'm assuming that a bunch of chapters are already out in Japan. I don't want to be spoiled for this. But okay, so I think that's what we're going to do. I think it's going to be the strat of just him beating up people for a while, and, like, it'll forcefully level his summons. But we're going to get into this problem of, like, well, first of all, is it okay to beat up these monsters? And also, like, his summons aren't actually getting experience. They're getting levels, but they're not getting literal experience in fighting things. And so, like, even if they get physically stronger, I feel like in chapter 3, maybe we'll see Gobumi be stronger and be able to do more damage, but she doesn't want to do damage. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Like, the fact that it is Dungeon Nursery makes me think that it's going to definitely be about him raising these kids. And that is, like, that's really the entire reason why I want to read this. I love that dynamic so much. So, that's all for now. Catch you on the next chapter. Bye-bye for now. Yeah.